Shiners. So I'm super excited today to help you out with that noisy fridge. So I'm gonna be quiet and I want you to hear the noise. Hopefully you can hear the noise my refrigerator is making. I hope you can hear that. If you can't, it almost starts like, sounds like I don't know, an engine starting or something, and it builds up. And what happens is, when I open the door, I want you to listen. Did you hear it stop? So what that is my motor assembly is damaged. What I want to tell you is how it got damaged. So, you know, back in the day, people used to have to defrost their freezers. You remember Grandma's freezer had all that frost built up inside, and then they kind of fixed things. Things got better, and that didn't happen anymore. Well, now they've done something, and I can't go into detail because, like, I'm not an appliance repair person, but I can do this. So what they did is, so when your refrigerator, when it's cooling, ice builds up in the back of this motor assembly. And then it kicks on, something kicks on and kind of melts the ice that builds up around there. But the problem is, and this is not just with LG, this is other products as well, the problem is it doesn't melt 100% of it off before it turns off, the little heater. So what happens is it leaves a little behind, then more builds up, and then it melts a little, and then more builds up, and then it melts a little. Well, pretty soon you have this buildup, and it starts making this noise. It can be in your freezer department or your refrigerator. Today, mine's in my refrigerator, so I'm gonna show you how to fix it. So if you've just started hearing the sound, this is very important. If you've just started hearing the sound, this is how you fix it. You're going to take all your food out of the refrigerator, put it in a cooler, put it in another fridge, whatever you need to do. You're gonna take all the food out. You're gonna unplug your refrigerator and open the doors. Open your freezer door, open the refrigerator door, and you're gonna let it set for like 10, 12 hours, okay? And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna have this huge chunk of ice slide out of the back of your refrigerator. And that's what will have come off of that motor assembly housing, okay? And if you're lucky and you caught it early, that will fix your problem. But if you're like me, and this started and I ignored it, you're gonna have to replace the motor assembly. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the fan. This is it. See how that is super quiet? Wait until I pull the old one out and you'll hear why it's making that noise. So we're gonna talk about this. So right now, if you've just started hearing the noise, I want you to save this video in your saved videos, and then I want you to stop watching, and I want you to go and unplug your refrigerator and move your food, leave it in overnight, leave it open overnight, and see if that helps, okay? So start there. Okay, so for those of you that have done that process and it's still making that noise, keep watching. So what you're gonna need to do is, and I recommend that you go, that you take the refrigerator apart, you visually look at the part and you look at the connector. You gotta look at the connector, because I can tell you, if you don't know what that connector looks like, you're gonna order the wrong part, because I've done it. So save yourself the waiting time, ordering the part and all that stuff, and just look at it. Doesn't take any time at all, and go from there. So I'm gonna show you how to take apart your refrigerator. And all refrigerators are different. I'm not saying they're all built the same, but I'll help you find a starting point and all that. It's super simple. So let's take it apart. Okay, so I took this is gonna be a quick repair for me because I have the part and I know the part's right. So I just took the food out, set on the table. It won't take long. So first of all, you wanna take all the shelves and the drawers and all that out. That's pretty simple, you do that. So what you do is you find the first screw that is visible. Okay, so for me, it is, I can see some screws in there, and I can see a screw there. So I'm gonna start there, but also I know that when I see something like this, look, you can tell that that's just gonna pop right out. And there's screws under there. There's another one up here too. Oh, I've gotta take this off. If you have one of these filter things, you have to take it off. Okay. Because that helps hold everything in. I'll have to get something to pry that up. Okay, so I still have it plugged in because I'm not messing with anything electrical, and I really like the light that it gives me so I can see well. So I've taken all the screws out, and let me tell you a piece of advice. Every time you take a part off, put the screw that goes with it by it. Okay, like keep it all together so that you're good. Because you'll be really sorry if you have to sit there and figure out all the screws. Okay, so I have all my screws out. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm literally just gonna reach in here and pull it out. That's it, look at that. And there it is, right there. How easy, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna take this assembly off. That's what holds it in. I'm gonna take this off, and then I'm gonna shut off the power, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you this bad part so that you can see why it's making that noise. Okay, so I have the refrigerator unplugged. I have everything taken out, and I have the new part in. So we're gonna go in a little closer and take a look. So you see I unplugged it, safety first, unplug it before you mess with electrical, and let's look at this. This is it. You literally unplug the old one and plug in the new one. It is plug and play, very simple. And then we're just gonna literally put it back. I don't know if you can see all this, but we're literally just gonna put it back where it was and just screw it in place. So there you have it. We're all done. Everything's hooked back up. All is well. We're plugged back in. We have no noise, and everything is perfect. So you can do this. It's so simple. It's just plug and play. Don't be afraid to take your refrigerator apart. It is literally just screws, and that's it. Just be organized about it, and you can save yourself a big appliance bill. I think my part was $52, and this took me, oh gosh, 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe, taking food out and everything. So super simple. So share this video, save this video, and follow me on YouTube, DIY Shenanigans, and let's do some projects together. Everybody have a good one.